Hi everyone. Today we're going to be looking at how to adjust your material settings using Cricut's Design Space. So when you're cutting a design with any Cricut machine, the software will recommend what blade you should use and a couple of other settings for that blade. So let's say you wanted to cut this rainbow design that you can get from designbundles.net out of felt. When you go to click Make It, the first step that you're going to do is you'll see that all of your design is divided into the mats based on the colors of the material, so you can just go ahead and click continue, and you're going to cut out that first layer out of that light blue color. So as I said, if we're going to cut this out of felt and you click on the felt option for the first step, you'll see that Cricut recommends using the deep point blade for this material. Personally, I've found that when it comes to cutting felt, the rotary blade works a lot better. So there's two ways that I could fix this. I could either just click choose another blade right here, and you'll see that I have two options when it comes to which blade I can use. I can use the recommended deep point blade, or I can change it to the rotary blade. Once I've done that, I can go ahead and load my mat into the Cricut Maker and cut that design out of felt. But every time I want to cut felt, I'm going to have to go through this process of choosing another blade, and that can get a bit tedious. So instead, in that first step, I can actually edit the settings for this felt button right here by clicking on View All, and you'll see all of the materials that the Cricut Maker can cut are listed here. And then I can go to Material Settings, and that's where I'm going to see the recommended cut pressure, whether or not multi-cut should be turned on and off, and of course the blade type for all of the materials that you can cut with your Cricut Maker. Now I want to find felt. I can just scroll through and you can see felt is right there. Or if you don't want to scroll through, you can use Command F on a Mac or Control F on a PC and type up the material that you are looking for, and it will highlight it for you. You'll see all the instances of felt are highlighted there in my list, so I can easily find what I'm looking for, and I can scroll using these arrows to quickly jump to each instance of wherever felt appears on that list. So here you can see that Cricut is recommending a cut force of 162. It's got the multi-cut feature turned off, and it's recommending the deep point blade. If I click edit right here, I can change all of these settings. I can adjust the pressure, I can turn multi-cut on, and of course I can change the blade. So here I'm just going to go to this drop down menu, and I'm going to select rotary blade instead. You'll see that with the rotary blade it changes the pressure pretty drastically, and then just click save. Now that it's saved, it's gone back to the original list. I can just click anywhere to click out of that list, and it will take me back to this screen where I'm selecting my material. So this time if I select felt, you'll see it's automatically chosen the rotary blade. So again, I can just load my mat up and cut out my design out of my material. Now let's say I want to go back to the deep cut blade and use that instead of the rotary blade on a regular basis. I can again go back to View All, Material Settings. I'm going to use Command F or Control F to find where felt is listed on the screen, and then again I'm going to click edit. Now I can't remember what that number for the cut pressure that Cricut recommended, but luckily I don't really have to make a note of that, because all I have to do is just click this reset button right here, and it will take me back to those original settings. So you'll see now if I go back to felt, it switched it back to the rotary, to the deep point blade, and if I go back into the settings, you will see that it has also reset that cut pressure to 162, so I don't have to worry about remembering that number. But like I said, I'm going to stick with the rotary blade for felt, and so now my design is ready to be cut using the rotary blade. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.